I just thought I'd show you just how dirty the bike is underneath the plastics and the seat and the tank before I start cleaning it, so we can have a bit of a before and after, which I'm as excited to see as all you guys will be, apart from I've got to do the cleaning. So I thought about doing this. I literally just cleaned the solenoid and the electrical connector there, which, as you can see, just a little bit of degreasing and wiped it with a rag. It's come up like brand new. So I thought, hang on a minute, I'll just do a bit of before and after. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean inside all this compartment here as best I can. Not going to go daft, but you can see how dirty it is. It's got that usual, I just wipe there with my finger. You can see how dirty that is. So it's got the usual, I call it fug, that all these import bikes seem to come with. There must be a lot of dust in the air in Japan. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that before I started cleaning it. So see how good I am at cleaning, I guess. I've just managed to get the seat cover for the passenger seat off. So I'll show you what I've found. It's quite interesting. As I discussed with you all at the start when I was going around the bike, that seat cover is just a fiberglass copy. We were hoping it was going to be something original. I always thought you couldn't get these original, but somebody said you could. So it's not. It's fiberglass. So that's that. But look what I found. So I've not even removed it yet, but there's a bag with, looks like a manual, a workshop manual. Sorry about the light, the bulb's going. And something else in there, don't know what that is. A little nozzle for his filling his oil up, whoever's owned the bike. And the toolkit. Let's move that. The toolkit is still there, strapped down. Wow. That's brilliant. This bike is such a survivor. Let's open the toolkit and the little bag and see what's in there. So here's that bag. It's quite dirty. Oil. I'll try and keep my hands clean while I'm opening this. Ha! Wow. So we've got a little tyre pressure gauge. Something else in here. I'll have to take the book out to keep my hands clean. Ah, wow. So, another little tool, Allen key tool with a screwdriver, a spare bulb, looks like a side light bulb. I think that's it in the bag. Then we've got this, 2 books in fact. So it's in Japanese, obviously. Looks like some kind of owner's manual. Wow, that's incredible. been folded in half. Personal best, Suzuki. Down there, looks like the model numbers or the category of model that this book applies to. So it says 99011 22D00, so obviously a VJ22, and then 99010 22D00 set 2, whatever that means. I think there's a date there. It says 43291. Who knows? That's sensational. What history. And the other book, it's a different book. Oh, there's 3. Don't know what that one is yet. This is a different book. Let's turn the light a bit so you can see. That's better. 126cc, whatever that's for. Doesn't make any sense. Wow. It's like parchment paper. Oh, there. Is that original? Don't know what that is. Wow. They're like parchment paper. Nothing's written on them or filled in, it's just printed. It's probably a service record. Who knows what it says? Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. And then this little booklet here. So, Suzuki. One, two, three, four. That's actually an older, it's like an RG type bike. Looks like it's telling you what clothing to wear. What to do, what all your, see what your feet and hands do on the bike. Wow. Tells you how to ride it and how to brake. How to sit on the bike. What line to take. Fantastic. How to overtake and filter. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's first class. Love it. Let's put that back in, and I'll put that back in a minute. Then here we've got obviously the original toolkit. So I'll tip it all out. Spark plug spanners, that's an extra one, that's not Suzuki. So it's that one. 10 and 12mm spanner, 27mm, 22mm, that's for holding the back wheel, spindle. I think it's a 30 on the other side, but that might be the front wheel, yeah. Well, that's a 27 for the back wheel. C-spanner for the suspension. Original screwdriver, 14, 17mm. A few extra Allen keys, then I don't think they're original. Another bigger Phillips, that's original. The pliers are original. And then there's that's not original, it's too chromy. That's your extension for these spanners to give you more leverage. Fantastic. Brilliant. I'm so glad we found that. Totally original. I've just managed to get the seat units off. Cowlings. And I just thought I'd show you why the swinging arm was covered in oil. Wow, that's leaked. That's what you call a leak. So I'll be cleaning that up now, and I'm going to clean all this subframe up. Just degrease it all, get all the dust off it. So that's a big job. Time consuming and boring. So as I'm waiting for these jets to come for the carbs, I've been just cleaning from the top down. So I've got all the seat cowl off. There's the seat cowl. So I've had all this under tray out, everything off, and it's coming up quite nice. I know there's rust, we know that, but all this is really cleaned up well. And I've kept the sticker on the back, which is great. Cleaned the tanks, the oil tank and the water tank. Cleaned all the wiring, cleaned all the clips. Cleaned the filthy battery box out. That's nice and clean now. So it's starting to look like a bike that would have been used and kept being used for the last 30 years. It's about the right patina and cleanliness. I think you might agree. So I've cleaned all the wiring up in here. You couldn't even see the colour of the wires. I'm not going overboard because I'd have to strip everything out of the bike and clean it individually. Well, we're on to restoration then. So I'm literally cleaning as best I can in the space allowed and without taking the bike to pieces. So it's looking good. It's looking patinaed. That's the phrase, and you'll keep hearing me say that. So I'm working from the top down, which leads me to, while I'm waiting, the rear footrest from the right hand side, the brake reservoir, which, oh dear, that is very black, and the absolutely disgusting caliper. I mean, most of that's that oil that leaked out of the oil tank, but wow, I mean, that is disgusting. So I'll be cleaning that off and a full degrease. So I thought I may as well get on with this while I'm waiting. So I thought you might like to see before and after of that. It's pretty putrid. It's going to need a rebuild kit for sure, or at least everything stripping out. More than likely the master cylinders needs a kit because the pedal's solid. It's unlikely to be the seals in the caliper. So I'm going to strip it all down and see what's what. Okay, this is a good few days later when I showed you the gummed up float bowl. So I've got, after many repeats in the ultrasonic cleaner, it eventually turned to like mud, all the varnish that was in the bottom of that. So a good scrub and a bit of a scrape out. There's a few battle scars in there where I've scraped it out, but it's clean. It's clean. It's all out. There's a new seal on the float bowl there. All the jets are clean, the passageways are clean, everything's been blown out. That side where the power jet hose on the side of the carb goes, that's all clean and blown out. Everything's blown out. New pilot jet, you can't really see, it's too dark in there, you can just see it reflecting. New pilot jet, had to drill it out, believe it or not, very, very carefully. So that's pretty clean in there. The floats are a bit battered where they've been sat in fuel, but if they float, that's fine. If they don't float, I'll find some more. So I'm going to give it a whirl to see if they work and we don't have any leaks. And I had to replace main jet because one of them was really corroded. I can't remember which one it was. So they run odd jets, these they're originally 270, 280s, but I put 260, 270 in there because they're well over jetted and just makes them a bit crisper. So there we are, all the passageways are blown out, the top hat filter there, that's all cleaned out. So any passageway, it's had high pressure air put through it. So I'm just assembling them now. I've done the other one's over here. There's the other one, the left-hand one. And this is the right-hand one, obviously. BR on it. So get these fitted now, and I might, just might, be showing you a running bike in a bit. Fingers crossed. And then the refreshed carbs, as I've said before, a few new jets and everything blown out, all the pipes cleaned. It's looking quite good. I know the cylinder is still dirty, the head, but I just, at this point, just want to get it running. And once the plastics are off, I'll give it a good clean. Nice shiny new plug in there. There we go. So, not long till start up. Right, well, here we are with, this is a momentous occasion, really. Because, as I said, I reckon this bike's been stood for at least a decade, maybe longer, could be 2 decades. Anyway, as I've shown you a few minutes ago, this is a few days later. I've got new battery in place, and I've got the very long-winded cleaned process of cleaning the carbs. They're back in place with few new jets. Everything's been ultrasonic cleaned and everything's in place. Carbs are balanced on the marks, and this is it. There's water in it. It's still the water that came with it, so I'm going to try and start it, but I'm not going to start it for long. It's basically to see if the thing runs. So here goes nothing. Let's see what happens. Exciting times. Right then, fingers crossed I've done my job properly and this beautiful RGV plays ball. I've just filled the carbs from a remote tank, but it leaks, so I've just filled the carbs, so we've got a carb full of each, and we'll see what happens. How many kicks do you think? I'm going for 5, which is optimistic. Okay, switched on, choke on, let's see what happens. Just move my glasses. Okay. She might be on one cylinder. Probably lack of fuel. Yeah, I think it was on 1 cylinder, but she runs. I think that was lack of fuel, so I'll just top the fuel up. Let's try again. Fuel's topped up. It should go first time this time. Choke's on full. I think there's a lack of fuel because it's on a dummy tank and I've only filled the carbs, but it went back onto one. But she is alive! Brilliant news. Brilliant news. It doesn't like to tick over because it needs to be warmed up and on 2 cylinders and probably the airbox and air filter on because we're on open carbs at the moment, but she is alive. Happy days.